right, everyone, we are live here with myself, Jeff Salmon. We got Natalie Harvey over here. We got Eric running on the stream right there in the middle. We are going to hang out today, and we're going to build out the XTool G1 Pro 20-watt laser.
I have no idea what that means.
Right? So to catch Eric up and to catch everybody up, as my dog walks in and out around me, this is the XTool G1 laser cutter. So it is a 20-watt laser cutter for your desktop, essentially. I bought the extension kit with it, too, so it makes it twice as long. So you get a bigger cut area, build volume, if you will. Oh, we lost Eric.
Nope, up here.
Oh, okay, cool. And so I bought the original kit, which is all the stuff on the side here, and this is the one it's supposed to be. But I actually have to disassemble these two pieces here and add all of its equipment and hardware to these two pieces here. And then we box the whole thing together, piece it together, do some zap strapping, run some cables and wiring, add the laser head, and then we can start test cutting. Can't wait. I'm excited. We'll do the 3D printer when I get it too next, probably in a week or two, I think. Oh, no, probably next month. I'll hit you up and you can hang out and do this again.
No.
Look at that pretty face.
No.
All right, so I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to grab my mouse because there is quite the expansive freaking PDF here I got to go through and start disassembling all of this crap. Yeah, so we're just going to hang out and have a good time.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm not going to be on YouTube chat, so if anybody joins in on YouTube chat, I won't be there.
Oh, man. I was going to jump in on YouTube chat.
Actually, you know what? I am going to get a YouTube chat. So everyone ignore what I said.
I'm not going to do it. I'm bailing on you.
Just want to make sure everything's looking proper on the stream, and then we'll dive right into actually.
And everyone at home, if you can see, Jeff is displaying how to properly wear a sock. And you should always put, well that was, yep.
I'm bisexual right now.
They're pretty close.
My channel. There we are, nice and live. Everyone can see my feet. Look at that.
Oh, it's one of those screens.
It's one of those.
It's my OnlyFans.
It's my OnlyFans. All right, so I got the chat open now. I wonder if I can pop it out. Is there a way to pop out the chat? Yeah, pop out the chat.
Pop up video. Is that copyright infringement?
Can I close this now and does the chat stay open? Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm going to pop my chat on the side there. I'm going to throw my browser right there again. Slide this over so now I can see the chat and I can see Eric. And I can see us. So let's throw that one there. Wow, I have to have like so many windows open just to see what I'm doing.
Oh, I should totally endorse my own podcast while we're here.
Oh yeah, tell people about your podcast.
Yeah, people, if you like Dungeons and Dragons and ridiculousness, you should go to moduscritica.com and check that shit out.
Yeah, I managed to get through the first episode was like an introductory episode. It was like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably the most boring episode we have.
I liked it though. It was a lot of fun. It was a good intro to you guys' characters.
And yeah, we got 10 episodes out now, and they come out every second Sunday. You can also check us out on Patreon, and for like a couple bucks, you can. I did not prepare for this, so this is my very first advertisement in life. Yeah, check it out, Modus Critica.
Yeah, it's quite good. I enjoy it. I fully endorse Modus Critica because it's you and your bro and a bunch of your friends together.
Yeah.
Good old Tyroning. All right, so that is everything I need to set up digitally so you guys can watch all this stuff. Here's my foot. Yeah. You see that a lot, I'm sure, during the stream. I'm just going to grab a quick pillow. I'll be right back.
Ooh, a quick pillow.
Right.
Not a slow pillow.
No, those ones suck.
Worse.
And by quick pillow, I mean entire pillow. I mean couch cushion. This has been the hardest live stream setup I've ever done. I had two cameras going at the same time, as well as having Eric on stream. Whew.
It's pretty
Okay.
cool.
So there's a lot to unpack here, even though I already unboxed it all. But there is quite the kit
Nice head.
going on here. You like that? You're gonna see the top of my head a lot here too.
For everyone at home, that knows us, but me and Jeff are like best friends for life. And the unfortunate thing, but cool thing, is right now we're 5,000 kilometers apart.
Yep.
5,000.
Me and
Stupid
Nat.
daylight savings made us 3 hours apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Nat wanted to downsize our lives and make life a little more affordable, so we moved out of Canada down to Panama. So that's where we are now. It's actually quite nice outside right now. All right, it came with this little toolbox and stuff. I'll throw this right here for everyone to take a look at. Not much going on inside of it. Here, move it up a little more so it's not covered by Eric. But it did come with its own screwdriver, which I like. Nice little
Ooh,
screwdriver.
that is, I mean, for the money you spend, you'd hope that they'd give you something decent.
Yeah, it's like an all-in-one tool, so all those bits and bobs that come with it all like fit perfectly into it. Oh, and it came with an SD card. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Bunch of extra tools. So there's a bunch of Allen keys here. This is like
You should
the
lift it up
connector.
higher so we could see it.
That's like the connector for the linear rail. Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
that's fucking awesome.
Right? So we got a bunch of stuff here. So this right here, I believe, is the nozzle for the air assist. So you can add a little air pump to it to help with the smoke. That's just all the M5 screws that come with it. You got a little mini SD card. Got a bunch of Allen keys. Of course, the screwdriver itself. And then, the linear rail lock right there, which will go in one on the side. Extra Y. I'm not sure which one it goes with. All right, so got my tools. And it says the first thing up here says I got to disconnect all of the pieces off these two rails. So let's bring these two into view. So this is going to be our motor on the one side. And that'll be the one on the other side. Move the tools out of the way.
Oh, hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's funny that this is live and I'm asking you this, but how can I share this through Modus Critica?
Oh, the live stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can share the video by going to our YouTube channel and you'll see us live there. And you can just copy that link.
Can you send me the links because I'm technologically impaired? So that I can send it off to one of my guys and
Yep.
take care of that.
Stand in front of everybody here so you can see my crotch. I'll just send it to you on Messenger, Eric. That's the channel. We got the live video right now. Actually, hold on. Let me give you a better link. The one that goes right to the actual live video.
Well, we'll share both because might as well plug TwitchPixel.
You might as well.
Plug it.
Oh, I'm gonna plug it hard. How do I share this?
And that's the actual video that we're live right now on. Back to this crazy breakdown of a tutorial here. Oh my god, it's like 30 pages. This just to disassemble this one. Okay, let's start here. So I can take the motor apart, which I don't need to do because I've already done that. Can unclick all the wires, which I've already done because it came undone. Don't need to do a lot of this. That doesn't need to be broken down. That doesn't need to be broken down. So once this is actually apart, got there. All right, so I need to start taking the screws out of these things. Whew. All right, people, getting a little antsy about this.
I believe in you.
A tray for all the screws you're going to pull out, maybe?
Screw tray and scissors are the two things I think I'm going to need.
You know, you need to get one of those awesome magnetic screw trays.
Yeah.
Yeah, my older brother was using one on his vehicle there the other day, and it was just the coolest thing in the world.
Just laser cut myself something, put a magnet at the bottom of it.
There you go.
Oh, no, I can use that. I'll just use the actual one it came with. All right, so what we got to do here is going to start trimming off these things. We don't need them anymore. I got to flip this around. I'm going to take this little screw out, which is going to use This Allen key, I think? Yeah. Allen! 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 All right, so that popped that off, and that has my timing belt, which now I can just slide all of this gantry out. As you can see, this is what the gantry looks like here. Oops, this direction. So the timing belt just goes through this little thing, and these run on the linear rail that allows it to pull it through. And then this side just has the wheel and the timing belt kind of going through it. So I'm going to be replacing that timing belt with the extra long ones for the longer rails. So I'm going to leave that out up here. That's part one done. I don't think I need to take that out. No, that's identical. Linear rail's fine. So this is done. That's one piece done. And these extra
Well, that's
pieces.
cool.
Now this piece is going to be a little trickier because it's got like fucking 10 pieces on it. So let's take those off, that off, and these two at the top off. Start here. Yeah, so these pieces are going to be left over. They're just going to be kicking around. I'll send them to you, Eric. You'll have two pieces of an XTool one. You start working your way up to owning the whole one.
Yeah, spin it.
Yeah, you like that? I'm actually going to take my screw and put it back in this one here so I don't lose my screws. Because I'm the type of guy to put something down and literally 30 seconds later I've lost it.
It's true.
Clearly, you didn't play with enough Lego.
Nope. I wasn't into Lego as a kid mainly because my parents couldn't afford it. Oh, no, screw, come back. Probably just getting a shot at the top of my head there. Mm-hmm. Okay, so go back in that hole. Come on. Okay, I'm going to leave that out for now. Right there. Jeff, don't lose it. Then we're going to go back over here and disassemble these. Oh, that's too big. Different Allen key. Allen!
Alan!
Allen! You've been working on some D&D maps there, Eric?
Always.
Nice. Eric does all the D&D maps for Modus Critica, their podcast as well, which you can get the maps from Patreon too, right?
Yeah, the maps get released. A map for a specific episode will get released on Patreon with the episode, and it's an early release. It always comes out the Wednesday before the Sunday.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, couldn't tell you if there's one coming out this coming Sunday or not. I don't think there is. Or wait,
Well, that's not your role in the team, right?
no, but I should know. Some of them are listening right now, I think. Yes, I play Cornelius Fluffy Bum, a Harengon druid. And I'm not going to say anything more about that.
The goat.
And there's goats.
There is goats.
And cheese.
And cheese.
And goat's cheese.
Okay, so I've got the motor off now. And to make sure I don't mess this up, I should have got 3 of those. Oh, no, I do have 4. Whew. A little worried there for a second. So it's actually got these spacers, which go on the screws. Whoop. And then that all go into one of these. And that's what keeps it away from the edge of the beams so that the timing belt can spin on this bad boy here. So I've got 4 of those I got to add to it. Just so I don't lose them, because as we've already stated, Jeff be dumb. Do you know much about laser cutters, Eric?
Well, I'm pretty sure they cut with lasers.
And engrave.
And engrave, yes, the lower power.
I'm gonna have to laser cut and send you an X-wing or a TIE fighter or something.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Okay, so that goes with this one here. So I can't forget that. That goes with that gantry. That is the first gantry. This gantry here. Let's flip this over so I can put this screw back into here and I don't lose it. Okay, so that's the motorized gantry. It goes there. Okay, part 2. Oh wait, no, not yet. We've got these little bad boys to get off as well. There. Not there, Allen keys. Just think they're for the tiny one, maybe. Oh, definitely not. Oh, too small for that one too.
Oh no.
Yeah, there we go. Now they give you 3 different sizes. Yeah, 1, 2. What? And then those 2 use a completely different key. Okay. Let's take this off first. Uno. Almost there. Almost there. Dos. Hey, Nat, can I share you the link to this? And
Your counting is getting really good.
you like that? And then go share it in our Discord.
Yes.
I forgot to tell our people that I'm going to be live. I mean, this was totally unplanned to be live. I was just like, hey, Eric, you want to hang out? He's like, yeah, sure, why not? And I was like, let's do it live. Yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, even if we weren't on camera, wouldn't it be live anyways?
Technically.
Oh, that's deep.
I don't know. I've lived a pretty unfulfilling life, so it's not very well lived. So we're not lived right now.
Livid.
Can you go share that in Discord and be like, yo, guys, Jeff's live, bitches. Where was I? There we go. So that takes care of that piece there. Now we need to move to another Allen key with these pieces here. 1 loosened, 2 loosened. Will the kids even get that reference? I guess the Sesame Street and the counter's still around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. There we go. Get off there. That one's tight. That's a tight fit. Like a tiger.
So how big is this thing going to be?
The actual machine itself is about 46 inches by 23 inches.
Okay.
So I get a workable area of about 36 to 38 inches by like 17 inches, I think. Which is quite a big cut area for a home laser. I'll make sure I don't mess that up by putting these screws in the wrong place. Keep that together. There we go. Okay, that is the second rail completed. Everything's off of it. Good to go. Whew. Whew. All right, next part. So I've taken those 2 pieces off. What is that telling me to do? It's telling me to slide that out. So now I have both of those as separate pieces. And both of those as separate pieces. So now I'm going to want to replace these. Which means we finally get to crack into the extension kits box. Bam! Oh. Here's the 2 new timing cables, extra long. Came with some, that looks like some cable organizer. Wrap around the cable, keep it a bit stiffer. Another set of 3 Allen keys. So I have 2 of them, 2 pairs now, or a pair of them each. And then, yeah, here's just some zip ties and the new cabling, which is much longer. So I'm going to put that aside here for now. Get rid of this box. A couple of timing cables over there. So pretty sure it doesn't matter which one. I think they're left or right timing cables. I have to disassemble it quickly or gently Slide that out of there. Then I have to, there's a tiny, tiny, tiny little screw right
So
there,
small.
which I got to pull out. So small, so tiny. Harvey Birdman callback, nice. So I got to try and get that little bastard out of there. And that's going to allow the pin that you see right here to fall through the wheel. And then I can pull the wheel out, and then we can throw on the new. Such a tiny screw. I just know I'm going to lose it if I'm not careful. I need one of these. Let's get that pushed through right there. And you get your little pin. Whoop, whoop. I'll go next there. And that allows me to actually take the wheel all the way out. And that can take this and replace it. That being said, I'll take this new one, exponentially longer. Holy crap. Hold on. There's a bunch of stuff going on here. Make sure it's all straight into itself. Good, good. Like exponentially longer. I can't even get it all in frame. That's how much longer it is. Okay, so that, we're going to take that and wrap it around there like that. And we're going to take these pieces here. We're going to put that back in through there. I'm going to take this little rod, try and find the hole. I swear I never have this problem. There we go.
It happens to all of us.
Once in a while. And then, yeah, this tiny, tiny little screw goes in here and tightens down on that rod.
Everyone at home sees my hat. Look at this tiny screw on the screen.
Here we go. Okay, so that's that side done. Now, the other side's much easier. We actually just have to take the teeth and fit them into the teeth on this little plastic piece here, right at the end. Okay, hold on. Let me double check that it's asking me to do that right away, because I might actually not have to do that right away. Tells me to take it out of that one. Tells me to take the motor one off and slide all that out. Yeah. Take it out of that so that they're separate. That's good. That's that one there. That's that one there.
Oh, I guess I never explained what kind of D&D podcast it is. It's an actual play 5th edition D&D podcast.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's disassembled. Okay, so first thing it tells me to do is put that on like I just did, which I did. And I swapped those around. Oh, that freaked me out a little. Nat started playing the video behind me. The live stream. So you fit the longer timing belt, put it all back together, clamp her down. Yes, makes sense. So you want to do that on both of them is what it was saying. And then you're going to want to assemble the left plate. So this is what it wanted. So that's all I need to do. So I need to move some of this stuff out of my way. Go there. And then this bad boy can sit up here. That's numero uno. Just feel like I'm going to do this wrong somehow. Pull it all apart again. Okay, so numero dos, which comes with the motor. Over here. What am I doing? Take this smaller cable over there. And start on this. Boom. One screw in there. Slide this out. Over here. This one. That one. And same thing all over. Tiniest little Allen key to take out the tiniest little screw. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Let's drop.
I dropped the tiniest little screw.
Well, you can always play back the video in super slow-mo and see where it went.
Where it went?
Yeah, really.
Is that it? Oh no, Matt, I'm gonna need
Is
your
it
help.
that? Is it that black thing right there?
It is!
Yay!
Nice.
Yay!
Woo.
Oh
That's
my
the most
god.
exciting thing so far of this stream.
Right.
Okay, it's on the end of the Allen key, so I don't forget. It is on the end of the Allen key,
Careful an ant doesn't come and take it away.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so got our little wheel / ball bearing thing out. Get rid of that. Time to open up the new timing belt. Whoop. Look at that beast. Wow. It's huge. All right. So again, want to make sure we put the wheel teeth in first. Gonna want to grab that and put that into there. And then we're gonna want to find the little pin. Oh, it went in perfect right off the bat. Nice.
Nice.
Now I can let go of that. We can do this tiny little screw. There you go. Tighten that down. A little bit of torque. And we're good to go. Part 2 done. There's so many moving parts here. Okay. Of course, all the other makers and tinkers out there are like, try putting together your own CNC machine from scratch. I guess I kind of am. This is technically a type of CNC machine. Okay. So now I have part 1 and part 2. Both have that. This has this motor. We're good to go on that one. Okay. Next up, we want to get the motor, all 4 of its spacers and screws. So that's part 1 we need. We want to get this gantry with the little circuit board connector on it, which goes right here. We want to get one of our linear rail timing belts and its little connector up here with the wheel. So that's that. So that's. Now I need these 2 pieces as well. So I need that little piece. And I need, don't lose the screws. Do not lose the screws. And then, yeah, there's that little piece there with its 2 screws. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That's that. That's that. So these pieces here. So
punk rock, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You like that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And then it says there's a little cable that's supposed to attach to this, but I never actually got that cable. There was a box of cables for the original one, Matt. Do you know where that is?
Not since everything got rearranged earlier.
Yeah. I opened it up. It's the laser head. There's the cables right there. Well, there's these cables, but those aren't the ones I was talking about. I'm talking about the ribbon cables. These are from the extension.
The little white ones, and you're like, oh, this one's so cute. Like small.
No. I have those right here.
Oh, okay.
Those came with the extension as well. I think it's this guy. It is this guy. You're right. No, these are the ones that came with the original.
Oh.
These are the ones. So, this tiny little adorable cable, like so tiny, goes onto this bad boy right there. Work it in, you know?
Work it.
Only one direction this can go in. Yeah. Is that right? That feels right. Okay, that's connected. Okay, so with that on there now, little bad boy. Now I have everything it has on the screen there. It says I'm supposed to have to do this part. So I want to find the linear rail that doesn't have that part on it. So I want this rail up here. Oh, geez. Need some more room over here. I love the Iron Man look of this thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, the power flickered.
What's the weather doing?
It's beautiful out.
Oh,
Okay, so that's going to go there. That's the linear rail. That's fine. That can stay there. So this one needs to be the one with the slot there and the 4 holes on this side. It's exactly what we want. So don't want this one because that's for the other rail. So we're good to go there. So this is in fact the correct rail. So now it's telling me, oh geez. Oh geez, Rick. Oh geez. Be right back.
oh, geez.
this is kind of like that scene from Wayne's World where Wayne disappears and Garth is just sitting there and he doesn't know what to do.
That's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're here too, so hi.
Grab my
Definitely.
keyboard.
I'm not alone. Oh, good. Beatman is back.
That's right.
Man.
I want to see what the hell they're telling me to do here, all close up and stuff.
You should get cowboy boots for these streams,
Oh.
just so it's like just weird.
We do like weird around here. We do. Hmm.
Okay, well. I think this is going to be simple, but it looks confusing. It's one of those things.
One of those.
Okay, let's sit
So
back.
you're gonna be attaching this kind of inside of that long beam.
Yeah, exactly. Inside that linear rail there. You need to connect those gantries together and then add the motor on the end. Oh, hi, puppy. Chilling out back here?
When Footman transforms into Handman
And Headman.
and Headman.
I am the head man.
This looks like a hand job.
Okay, so that's going to have to go down there. This is going to have to run on that. I don't think it matters where it goes. So I'm just going to do it. So how do I tell which direction I'm supposed to put this? So if that's going to go in like that, and that's got to sit like that. Let's make sure I get the belt on the right side of this thing. And this is the side up that this has to go into. So if I go like this, and it wants to be, can't tell if it wants to be the bottom or top one. Uh-oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the moment of truth.
So that's got to sit in there on the linear rails, making it one of the top. Ah, shit. I can't tell which is the top and which is the bottom.
Here, I'll roll a dice for you. High or low?
I'm not taking that risk. Okay, so that's. Oh, my ears.
It was low.
That's going to go like that. I'm pretty sure this is the bottom. I can't tell, though. This is where these go on the top, right? Because that's where the holes are. Yeah, so there's 2 holes there and 2 holes here. That'll fit those. So I gotta, oh my God. It doesn't tell me what's what. Maybe I can infer it from pictures later. Okay, that looks like the cutout there. So that needs to pop out the bottom, which makes this side the top. Does this have a little cutout and a little cutout? Yeah. Jeff's getting it. So this side is the side in which this pops out the top of. Yes. Okay. And that has to go in like that, which means this has to sit in like that. So if that gets tightened and I put this in here like that, it's going to be the top one. So it is in fact this right here. And you can't really screw it up, thankfully. All right. So that's what I had to do there. Is I had to figure out which side of this is the top, and then I had to slide this timing belt into the little slot there. And now if I take this, that should wrap around that like that. Perfect. Now I should be able to slide that in. Okay, before I do that, let's double check what the instructions say to do. Okay, so it does say slide that in. Now I got that and that, yeah. So you slide that in now. All the way in to the end there. So I start on that end and bring it in. Uh-oh, what have I done? What have I done? That doesn't add up. That's got to go down like that. Uh-oh. Shit! Now I got it all confused again.
Well, on that note, I do have to take off for now to take care of some chores and stuff. But
Word. Well, I'll probably be here for a few hours. So hit me
yeah,
up when
I
you
might
get
come back. We'll see what happens. This is too good. Anyways, I'm gonna plug my show one more time, or
Yeah, Modus Critica.
moduscritica.com. You can listen to us on all the different podcast streaming things. I think, like, I don't really know what they are, Spotify, stuff like that, Audio Boom. You can just go to the website and you'll find everything you need there. And yeah, if you like D&D, check it out. It's been a lot of fun making it, and even I laugh when I'm listening to it, and I'm not lying to you, so you'll listen to it. It actually does make me laugh. So
Nice.
anyways,
All right,
everyone, Jeff, Nat,
As always, it's a pleasure.
Bye.
we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, man. Catch you on the flip side.
Good luck. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you also. All right. There goes Eric. He'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back. Okay. Got this sorted now that way. So that's how it has to go. This goes in like this and slides in along here, which means this has to take the top one. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. If I put this in down here, and it runs along those rails, and it needs to be the bottom one that goes in. But it can't be the bottom one that goes in. It has to be the top one that goes in. I'm so confused. This seems like it's on upside down. But it's not.
I guess pictures aren't very clear. Or what?
They're not clear at all. I'm having a hard time.
Where's your physical copy of that?
Oh, right. They have one, don't they? Hey, look at that, everyone. I have a book I can use. This won't help, though, because this is for the original piece, not for the extension kit.
Yeah, but I guess it'll.
No, because you don't have to take this apart. This is already installed on
I know,
that.
but you'll see the picture of which direction
It doesn't show you because it's already installed. You don't need to put it together. Shit, it's not really helping much. Okay, so that's definitely the top. This definitely's got to stick off the top of it. That's where the motor goes. So this needs to sit like that in the rail. Motor will go here. And then this thing will go here. And this has to stick out so I can get the screw out. Okay. Am I thinking about this wrong? No, because it's got to go around that. Yeah, that doesn't actually add up. If that goes there like that, it's got to be on the bottom one. If the teeth are not on the right side for the bottom one. Maybe they are. Maybe they are on the right side. I put this all the way up here. I put this into here. I put this like this. Oh yeah. Okay, so the teeth are on the right side. I'm not crazy. That goes into there like that now. Okay, so now you bastard. You flipped somehow. It's not the way it's supposed to go. That's the bottom now. That's supposed to come around up here. No, that can't be right either. Oh, son of a bitch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll figure this out. This has to sit perfectly aligned all the way to the end. No. Flip. Flip over, you jerk. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Perfect. And this has to sit in like this. What? Like this. There we go. That's why I was getting messed up. And it goes on to fit in there like this. No, this isn't making any sense because then that won't roll over the roller at all. This really doesn't explain anything. Oh my god. This really, really doesn't explain anything. This is going to be the hardest part of the whole build for sure.
Mm.
Oh my god, let me zoom in. Okay. That is so unclear. I can't tell what I'm supposed to do here on this one piece. Is that supposed to go in and then under it? I feel like it's supposed to. I feel like this is supposed to go like down like that. Perhaps. That doesn't make any sense. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to go and quickly watch a video here that shows it being put together. All it shows is one like quick second of it. So he goes in and then above. Okay, so I have it in right correctly like that. Okay, let's try that now. That should technically work. That should be what we need, provided that that stays up above there, like so. That looks correct. So now, keeping that in line with that, slide this into here. And then we want to make sure that that isn't twirled around or anything. And then this comes out of here. All right, now we're getting places.
Good.
It was confusing at first, but it makes sense now-ish. Okay, let's unzoom out of that. Can I just... Where's my zoom? Nope. There we go. Minimize this over here so I can see what I'm doing. Bring this over here. Now I can see myself on stream again. Yay! Okay, so back to the PDF here. Let's close that so I can make a bit more room for myself. There we go. Okay, so this is now in place. The only thing I have to do now is turn this over. Put this into that hole there. Pretty sure this uses the big one. All right. Okay. So now we have a ridiculously loose gantry cable. I really don't understand how this works. No, this is, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't understand how this works, Natalie. It is very much confusing to me. Very much confusing. So let's throw that out that way. There we go. I see, that comes out like that. There we go. Yeah, look at it working.
Nice.
I
There
got it
you go.
working. Woo! We're not crazy. It does work that way. Okay, so now we need to do the motor on the other side. Okay, here we go. Next up on my little screen of doom here, you scroll down. Okay, so that's working in there. Tells me to now put the motor on. Sure that the timing pulley holds the timing belt. Yeah. Okay, so it's literally just adding the motor. Make sure that the timing belt fits within. So I have to actually loosen this down here a bit. Give myself that extra play so we can reach the motor. Come on, no twisties, Mr. Cable. You know twisty. Good. So that's going to allow me to tension that. That should work just like that. And I should be able to get it around that. Okay, so these come off. By one. Two. Three. And four. Okay, there's all four. So I need my spacers first. Take it off. Okay. Now with my spacers off, I can go through and put my screws through. So down here on this end. Put one through. Number dos, tres, y cuatro. Try not to make sure I don't bend anything. Don't throw that timing belt over top of them. All right. Lift this up a bit. All right, so we've got all four screws are through with their spacers on the edge, and now we're going to attach and mount the motor to those. Make sure that we take this first. Put it in there. Turn it sideways. Oh, I lost one of my spacers. Okay. Drag that over here. Make sure that's not. Ugh. Space just keeps falling off on me. Should probably do this one at a time, but you know, Jeff, you don't do that. You don't do things correctly. This isn't gonna work. I have to do it one at a time. Okay. Spacer in. Okay, so I gotta look at this because I'm gonna want to make sure the motor is facing a certain direction. Just this little part has to face inward on the rail like that. So that's the direction I need to go. Oh my god. There we go. So one of them on holds it there. So let's move into camera a little here so you can see what I'm working on. Spacer 2. Spacer 3. It's proving far more difficult to get on than I anticipated. There we go. And spacer 4. Maybe this is the right size for them. No, it's a smaller size down. All right. Can I actually catch? Yep. Número 3. And last but not the least, the fourth one, cuatros. Okay, so those are all attached. Oh, I forgot to put my timing belt on. See, I knew it. I knew I was going to do it. I said it out loud and everything. Start all over again with that. Get timing belt on here proper. Okay. Hopefully I can keep most of this on, except for that spacer which needs now get replaced. Okay. Now we're having a twisty problem. That's how we want it. Pretty tricky getting these on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Turn over. There we go. Like you figure it'd be pretty straightforward, but it's not as straightforward as you think. Oh, God. So many pieces. Okay. I need to line up that corner there. Okay, I think that's it. I think now I can get around to catching the rest. Yes, perfect. Make sure the cable or the ribbon is still there. Yep, timing belt's still good. My hands are so sweaty from all this tiny little work.
Mm.
It's hard to hold on to the Allen key. There we go. Should be able to get this last one pretty easy now. It's probably just the top of my head the whole time. Sorry, everybody.
Nope.
No? Okay. Now that they're attached, I can go and do the typical cross pipe tightening pattern. One corner, second corner, third corner, fourth corner. There we go. All right. Do a little quick tighten. Some leverage. Okay. I think we just finished our first arm, guys. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that. The motor all hooked up over here. Down in there. Barely see it, but the timing belt is in there wrapped around the motor. So we just need to kind of tighten it up. We should be able to do by pulling on that on the other end. Oops, sorry, hon. The other end there. So that's actually got a screw there that you can pull back to tighten it. And that should allow us to get a nice tight fit on those cables. So I don't think I need to do that yet, though, as I believe that happens at the end with the final calibration. Back a little now. I am going to tighten it a little to stop that tiny belt from being too floppy. Catching on other stuff while I work. If anyone happens to be watching, that is on the YouTube chat, and I do have it open in front of us. Feel free to talk to us.
You just checked. Nobody at the moment.
Oh, guys, it's working. Check it out. Okay, so. Look at that. This will be a lot tighter once I get this bad boy all tightened up with the final cut. So this gets out of the way now. And we're on to our second one, which should be a bit easier because there's no motor to mount on this second one. Oh, we're not actually done with that one yet, now that I think about it. Nope, we still have these little bad boys to put on. So I'm going to place that down like that. We've got that little guy and this guy with its two little screws. These got to go on first. I'm not even sure what these brackets are for. They might just be for cable mounting. That goes on. Make sure the cable's in there. Good, good. Yeah, tighten that on. Okay. So the end with the motor gets this little guy, and the end without the motor. Oh no, the end of the motor gets this little guy, the slotted guy. So this, the end of the motor gets the one with the long slot and the two separate screws. So we're going to do that right now. I'll move this down. And we're going to attach this right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a cable connector to keep the cables safe. As long as that gantry, that makes me. It's got lots of room. Okay. Okay, maybe that's where, maybe that's for the limit switch. Who knows? We'll find out. Oof. Dos. Get in. I swear, sometimes screws are like intentionally avoid the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Get in. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's on. Let's give that a little tighten down. Is that the right size? I think that's the right size. I think it's the big size. All right, so in there. Tighten it down. I'm not going to jam it down until I know I can, but I'm going to get them snug. Make sure that that keeps the out of the way of the gantry, and it does. Okay, down to the other side. Where this gets dropped on here. So I'm going to bring this all the way down here. We've got this little guy. It's like a little hook, I don't know, bracket. And he goes right here. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Let's take those both out first. The holes are so precise. Gotta get just right. Nope. Goes for this one here. Oh, tricky little bastard. Let's use the Allen key to guide it in. There we go. Jeffrey used brain sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Nat can vouch that Jeff used brain sometimes. Okay, that's nice and tight. Quick snug down here. These two. Not super tight, just enough to keep them on there. Now, now this rail is done. Okay. So now we can move on to the second long rail. Allen keys up here so we can access them all. Let's take a quick look, shall we, of what's next. So, for laser modules of 5 or 10 watt, for laser modules of 20 watt. Oh, I have to set, okay, so we're not quite done. This is actually built specifically for the 20 watt. So this little guy here has to be slid on the 20 watt all the way this way. So I guess that's making room for that extra large 20 watt head. So if I'm reading this, for laser modules 20 watt, make sure that it's fully pushed all the way that way and both screws are tightened down. Okay. So I have to make sure that this little bad guy near this motor here has it slid all the way this way and then tighten it down there. Okay. finally set you aside. Moving on. I hope. Let me, before I say anything else, let's check the document first. Some disassembly of the left plate is complete. So we're actually, we're on to the next book.
Nice.
There's two full guidebooks for how to install this extended rail system. So assembling the right plate. So we are, in fact, onto the right plate. We don't want the one with the 4 holes on the end. We want the one that have these holes on the end. This is where like the power, USB cables and stuff all plug into the main controller. So we definitely have the right linear rail. We also want to get our second guide rail, our second timing belt with its little connector. So these can be ready to go. And then we basically repeat, rinse and repeat minus the motor part. So that's going to add on to that. Then you're going to slide all that into there. Then you're going to tighten that down there. And I don't know what they want me to do there. I feel like we're missing something important that I need to think about. Wow, that air nozzle won't take as it's seen. Okay, so a little bumper. Look at all these screws. This is crazy. That's not for that. That's not for that. That's not for that. That's not for that. Oh, that's where the linear the guide rail. That's where this actually goes in. Oh, okay. See, now we have this little spot right here. That is where the timing belt needs to connect to. And then I realized you have your linear rod, which goes in one of the front gantry, front linear rails, and it just slides in there so that you can get that nice toothed gear there to grab onto the timing belt. So we're going to put that aside for now. And we're going to focus on getting this piece sorted and together first. So just like before, this little piece and this screw has to go downward like that into the rail slotted where it's facing up right now. That's because it has this tiny little hole, which that screw head pops through, and that's what allows me to pull on this to tighten that timing belt. So let's go ahead and prepare that. That would face down like that. I would take my belt and run it all the way across like that. Okay. And then this being the top side right here means that these holes up here on this plate have to stick up above it like that, which then sets us up perfectly to lock in the teeth on this side here. So that needs to go in like that, basically anywhere along the groove. Just stays at the bottom and fits in like that. Perfect. So let's tighten this up. Let's pull this through down here. Okay. So look at this now. That needs to go in like that. I'm going to grab up here. Perfect. If I'm not mistaken, which I might be, oh, this somehow got flipped around. So that needs to flip around with that. There we go. And that going like that. And as long as I hold down here, we should be able to move that gantry. Perfect. The last thing we need to do for this piece is to flip this whole situation over unscrew this little screw here, unscrew that little screw there, and then pop it through right there. Okay. Make sure everything lines up properly over here. Then we're just going to take that, find the little hole in there, and tighten that down just a bit. Still need to adjust it later. With that, technically completes this rail. So let's put this guide in here. Make sure that's not underneath. Yeah, getting caught in there. Of course it is. Here we go. If I hold that where it's supposed to fit, there we go. Perfect. So I can't connect that quite yet. So I'm going to loosen this a little back here. There we go. That'll allow us to get the tension all the way down to there and get that connected. Okay. That is part 2 of this done. Yeah, make sure I got everything. I didn't miss anything. Reassemble your machine. Oh,
Yeah.
we're getting to the point. Okay, so now that and that. Now we don't need to do anything else to the other rails that are here. The short rails, they stay exactly the same. This is what I needed to change to get the extension kit done. Now that we've done that, I'm going to do a quick little cleanup here and then come back and be nice and organized to get this next up. So I'm just going to go a bit quiet for a minute here while I get organized, and we'll start on assembling the whole machine. Too bad we can't add music to the stream randomly like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are my new cables. I'm going to put everything over here. Here's my laser head. I'm going to put that over here as well. Nice and gently, because it's super important. Some extra zip ties. We got all my tools and stuff. I'm bringing everything on this side now. And those are my cables, but I'm not sure if I need those yet because they might be the small ones from the previous set. I've got that there, my screwdriver, which I haven't actually needed yet, which I find interesting.
Just the Allen keys.
Yeah. Bunch of excess stuff. Oh, I got some magnets here.
What?
I don't know if they came with it. I think they did.
Yeah, Yeah, that's stuff. Oh, that's for the honeycomb. Okay.
Move that out of the way. So those are the old linear rails. Here's my 2 new linear rails. Here's my front. Here's my back and my front. And then this is the X-axis, I believe, which has all of its own cabling, which is going to come off and be replaced with all that cabling. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back. I just need to grab some stuff. Entertain, man.
Serenity will be entertaining. Hey, Bob, want to get your toy? Get your toy. Right here. Right here. Right here. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah, give it to me. Come on. Give it to me. Oh, Serenity.
Pick it up. Yeah. Okay, out of the way. Gotta move. Ah. All right. I'm back. Didn't go far. Okay, so we have here. We know this is the front because it says XTool. So that's actually the front of the machine. We'll put it like that. There's your power button. Those are all our electronics and controller information. That's going to be the side where the USB comes out and the power cable comes out. So we're going to want to make sure we have the right rail for that. It's got little feet on it, which I like. And the feet have little rubber feet on them. These little rubber feet actually pop out, which I like. This is a really cool part of it. And this is actually threaded in here. And that's threaded because we have 4 of these bad boys. And these are the leg extensions. So you can actually just get that much extra height. Of course, you can 3D print or buy other ones to get more to extend it even further. And you can set this on any surface now, and you have that extra height. You can use the rotary tool that XTool makes to come with it. So yeah, that's just a neat little thing that I like about it. Little detail they added, which they really went out of their way to make awesome. So I'm going to put that back in there, a little rubber stopper. So that's going to be the front of my machine here. So the machine's going to be facing that way or that way. I'm not quite sure yet once I get the longer rails up. This is the back rail, and this is where we get our linear railrod. This is going to run to the side rail and attach in on the other side. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Or it's going to go like that or something like that. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. We will see. Oh. I went to move the dog hair and I threw it right into my cup.
Gross.
Okay. Let's put that back here. What? Hi, puppy. Sorry. You need to push your face. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at what the instructions say next. A, B, F, G. You couldn't do C, D. Okay, so A, B, F, and G. So we're going to have the motor where XTool's logo is, which is right here. So this is going to sit right here for us right now. And this is going to sit right here for us. Wow, this thing is huge. It's so big I can't get it in camera, guys. Sorry. This is going to be an interesting build here. So in camera it's right about here, but of course because our linear rails are so much longer than the frame, I don't think we're going to be able to build this all in frame, but we'll get it pretty close. So I'm going to start with the front part, which means I need this one here since it has the slots for all of the USBs and power and all that stuff. So that's going to come here and it's going to flip around this way. And that's going to go down here. And those two are going to connect here. The secondary rail is going to be similar. This direction, the motor facing there, and it's going to connect on this side here. And that will be the first step, and then the back piece can be attached afterwards. So here, I'm going to need a mix and match of the extension kit PDF up on my screen here and the original, because it's telling me in this book here, as well as the PDF up there, because it's telling me here what screws to use out of this kit they gave me in order to piece this whole thing together. So okay, just going to screw everything in. Is just what it says. Get all the corners done. once all the corners done, you can go in and tighten or put in the tightening bolt for the timing belts. Then we need to piece together the linear rod and we pop it in. Okay, I see. Yeah, you pop it into there and then you attach it. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. So we actually piece all 4 pieces together so it's one solid piece. And then we add the linear rail bar or the linear bar. So I'm going to put the linear bar aside for now, and I'm just going to start piecing this together. I need to pull out a couple of the screws here. These longer screws, I believe, are for tightening the freaking timing belts. So I'm going to put those aside for now. Oh, looks like there's actually 4 of them. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe those aren't the ones I thought they were. So those are blue colored. So they've actually color coded even the screws. I like this. Some of them are red, some of them are blue, and some of them have no color at all. So that's going to help me differentiate. Differentiate. God, just so many little screws in here. Pull them all out. That's a red one. Those are the small blue ones. The small ones without any color. I really don't want to get these out, do they? Okay, there we go. Now there's 3 little screws here. I'm pretty sure they're for tightening this bad boy down. Or maybe for helping with the air assist. Not quite sure. We'll get there eventually. I'm going to put this aside. These right here. These in the middle. And the blue on the other side. There we go. So, now I need my Allen keys. Put that there. These 2 here. And I'm going to do a quick scan on the book here because the first couple pages it shows all the pieces. So the red ones are the screw M4 16 by 16, and the M4 by 25 are the long ones, and the M4 by 8 are the small ones. Okay, that's good to know. That's exactly what I was looking for. So we're going to use, for all the 4 corners, we're using this 16 M48s. All 4 corners, use 16 M48s, and then use 2 of the, what is it, 20 M4 by 25. Okay, good. Pretty simple. This looks pretty straightforward, guys. Let's jump in. I'm going to make sure that my timing belts aren't twisted before I go and do anything yet. To further it, I'm going to turn this now to the side. And I don't need to worry about that. So all I actually have to worry about here is sliding that in nicely. There's some goo on the side here. Hold on. There we go. We want to make sure that that slides in nice and tight. Around that. Oh, that is a tight fit. Oh, wow, that is a real tight fit.
Nice.
Paint me impressed. Hey, keep up. Hi, Lucas. No, good girl. Come on, over here. Yeah, she's so careful. I love it. She's like, what's going on, man? Why are you moving the house around again? We just got here. We're not going back to Canada, are we? No, Serenity, we are not. We're staying here. We're staying here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Curious little pup. What I like is they've actually countersunk these screws, and that's actually kind of what forces it all to become square. Okay, so there's our first screw. Oh, it's happening! We're getting there. Screw uno, screw. How do you say screw?
Well, I could look up the translation, but would it be for the right version of that word?
Well, we all know what boquete means. Don't ever search boquete HD video unless you want to find adult videos in nature, as boquete means something else in Portuguese.
El tornillo.
El tornillo?
I wonder if tornado is also similar.
It's hard to get these things threaded at first. So many other things now. It'll enable us to make so many other things.
All right.
I'm going to make so much cool stuff for our fans and our community. Our Theta Drop community, we're going to try and do some redeemables. Unique items that me and Natalie can craft here at home and ship worldwide, hopefully. Because we really want to bring something unique to the table. We may be an animation studio, but we do more than animation, for sure. In fact, I think, Natalie, we kind of dabbled in everything, haven't we?
Pretty much. Yeah. Comics, live action, animation, board games, card games.
Mm-hmm. Painting and art,
Yeah.
sculpting, miniatures. Heck, we've pretty much done it all. And worked in the industry too, doing a bunch of that.
Mm-hmm.
As well as making all of our own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. A big part of what this laser cutter is going to be used for, and I'm really excited, is Natalie's been kind of in secret building a brand of her own. Natalie Harvey's signature series.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, going to be a bunch of art products. Basically, like useful stuff for artists to help enable them to make more art. We're starting off with a pretty cool little laser cut product, and I'll have more information on that soon, but it's going to help painters display their art, give off gifts to people. It's awesome. Honestly, it's an awesome little product. I like what we've done with it. We can't wait to see what you guys think when we get there. Okay, that's side one. Corner one, I should say, attached. So I'm going to slide everything this way. Slide everything this way and get that back one on. So at least one of the linear rails is fully supported by the front and back. Let's take this. Make sure that we don't mess it up. There we go. Need to slide this bad boy out of the way. Oh, man, I love the Iron Man look of this thing. The red and black, red and gold.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty. This is becoming a lot larger than I first suspected it to be. I really hope our new workbenches are going to fit it. I'm pretty sure I measured everything properly before I made my order.
I hope so. We'll see.
We have a local couple here in Boquete who are building us our workbenches, and they do a lot of really nice woodwork, and I'll show it off once we get our new bench, and I'll tell you a little more about them once we get that all sorted. But that's a big, exciting day. That should be another 2 weeks, I think, we finally get our workbenches in here. Just in the beginning of December. All right, so that side's done. And there's more on the back. So that is for the tensioning screw, so I don't need that. I just need these two holes down here. All in all, I mean, it's taken me a while so far to get it built. A lot of that came down to because I also bought the extension kit. So I would say if you bought just the regular sized XTool without the extension kit, you could probably have this thing up and running in like half an hour, 45 minutes, no problem. Everything is already attached. Everything in the gantry is already done. All your linear rails are done. Your timing belt's already installed. Your motor's already installed. Like, it was pretty pieced together well. So you probably wouldn't take too much time to screw in all these corner screws, put on the X-axis, and yeah, plug everything in. For me, however, like I said, we went out of our way to buy the upgraded size. Some of our projects require a much larger cutting surface. All right, so those are all tightened up, and I can already say I've only got 2 pieces on, and this thing is rigid, like super rigid. Very impressed. Okay, so that's that side done. Time to flip this bad boy around. God, it's getting so big. Let's pull this out from here because I need that. All right. So as we can see here, this thing is pretty large. I can't even fit. I can't fit it at all on camera. So this is the side I'm working on now. This will be the way the motor goes. And I can already tell how rigid this is going to be once it's all together. There is nothing to scoff at. This is a solid machine, guys. Paint me impressed, XTool. You guys did a good job. That doesn't go there, but they do go here. Yeah, those countersunk screw heads, they're genius because they force everything to become square. What you doing back there, Nat?
You know, watching the stream, doing internet things.
Okay. And that little snugger rooming up there. A little snug tight. Twist. There we go. Make sure this one's nice and tight. There we go. All right. Last one on this corner. And then we're starting to have what looks like a freaking laser cutter. Freaking laser beams coming out of its head. Yeah, this one doesn't want to find its threading. I want to force it. This thread does not want to go in. There we go. Should help it catch its thread. Or drop out and fly way over there. Sorry, guys. Essentially trying to get this last screw in here. God, this thing is big. There we go. It's really tight. Makes you feel like it's off thread, but it's definitely not. There we go. Just flick my Allen key at myself, why don't I? See if I don't. All right. Oh, so as you can see, this thing is freaking massive. I can't even, like, I could try and aim the camera more up, but it still doesn't fit it in. But like this whole area, like look at the size of my hand compared to it too, right? Like it's pretty big. Pretty big. Now that that's done, it's time to start getting all. Oh wait, sorry, that's not done. I got one more corner to do. Once that's done, it started to adding the rail and the electronics, or running the wire in electronics. Before I go any further, let's finish this off here. Oh, so big, so unmanageable. Okay, so this one I can't get on camera because it's just too big, but just screwing in some more screws on the end here, last corner. Ugh, Allen keys. That's why I like the Allen screwdrivers better. I miss mine. I should have brought it with me. Yeah, there we go. Now it's coming together. I think that there, yeah, that goes for the tension screw. So these go on the bottom here. That one does not want to find its hole. There she blows. Nope. Nope, it's going on an angle. I have that. It's going on an angle too. A bit of burrs in these countersunk holes. They're causing me a bit of problems getting these screws in on this side. So that's just something to keep in mind. Looking to buy one of these is that you might have to clean out those holes a little, as the countersinking didn't quite get the burr off. There we go. That should help. There we go. Oh yeah! All four pieces together.
Nice. Wow, that was a good one.
Flew across the room, came right back to me. Get everything a little bit of a last snug up. Now that I've gotten more in and tightened it up, and some of them got a little looser. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Let's take this mother all the way around. Oh, I really wish I didn't do that. Oh, man, I'm super impressed with how sturdy this thing is. Like, there is no wobble or, like, flex. Jeff is impressed. Engineering, A-OK. Okay, this is now together. I have it just like it looks like up there. I believe. Reassembly machine. So, yes, you put all those pieces in. Yeah. Okay, so it wants to put in my tensioning screws now, which I believe are all on the back end. So I flip this around again, get it back in camera. Okay. So what we're actually doing now is if I slide this all the way over into view, there's a hole on the back here, which goes a screw in through here. And in the back, there's a little slider right here back and forth that the screw goes into to allow you to tension this timing belt all the way through. So what I need to do is take one of these long 25 millimeter M4s, put it through this little hole in the back and find the little hole in the tensioner to attach it to. And that will allow me to pull it back and tighten it as I need. Now I'm going to leave it loose because we need to do 2 of these, 1 on each side. And then once I get the final linear rail in for the motor, we'll be able to tighten everything up, make sure all our timing belts are nice and tight, and move on. So let's get this other tensioner screwed in here. Oh, no, don't get caught on whatever you're caught on. There it is. Oh. Yeah, sorry guys, right over in your view there. Whatever. Suck it up, it's my stream, bitches. Okay. So that'll allow me to tighten that, which means I need to come around here and untighten this. That makes that loose again. This one already is loose. Perfect. Okay. Getting close. Okay, so that's putting in the 2 tightening screws. Yeah. Screws are used to set the tension of the timing belts. Do not fully tighten them, otherwise timing belts may be damaged. Yes, okay, makes sense. Okay, so now we're on to the rod. So I'm going to slide this back into view over here. Slide it this way a little. Okay. 2 things we got to do for this bad boy here. Number 1, we have to take this rod and install it in here so that it runs the gamut of this entire thing and gets that other belt on the far side. For the motor is over here, so we're going to attach this to the motor. In order to attach it to the motor, we need this little fastener. Part of the rod goes in that side, the other part goes in this side, and that goes to the motor, and then they both tighten around and clamp onto it. So to make sure I'm doing this right, I have to go back to the book, as the book tells you how to build that part, not how to install it on the extension. Okay. Seems to make sense. Does that go in there? No, that doesn't go in there. Does that go in there? No, that doesn't go in. Oh, that does. That does go in there, doesn't it? Yes. I think so. Maybe it doesn't. Hope I'm not missing a screw, because it feels like I'm missing a screw. No? No? In fact, it doesn't even list these 4 screws. That's weird. Yeah, and that's supposed to have 2 screws in it, and it only has 1.
Oh, is this what you need?
This?
No. This.
This little guy? No. It's one of these.
Oh, I thought it didn't have a
No.
top on it.
I think it's one of these, and I'm hoping it is, because if it's not, we're missing a screw.
I'm gonna say it is. They seem to be thorough. XTool.
So far, seems to be thorough. This could be the one thing they're missing. Nope, this fits.
Yeah.
So at least I have that. Okay, so this is identical on both sides, so it doesn't seem to matter which side I use. Where I put the rod. Am I crazy? See, this is what I mean, people?
Yeah, it's right.
Oh, it's right in front of me. I told you. I told you. I warned everybody. So this just goes onto the end here. Doesn't matter where it goes because we're going to slide it down to the end and attach it to the motor down here when we're done. So that's ready to go. Okay. back to what it said here about installing that rail. Okay, good. That fits. So we're good to go. We are actually ready to install this mother. So there's a hole at the end over here. The tip of this, damn it. The tip of this little extra nubbin sticky outy part here has a little ball bearing inset into this extrusion over here that it slides into. And then this slides all the way back down this way to the tip, and then you put in the shaft of the little motor into here and you tighten them down together. So that's what we're going to do now. Make sure I have my timing belt properly orientated and set up to do this. That looks correct all the way down. Good. So we can put this through here. Oh, I can't see anything, so I'm going to have to get in camera here. Probably grab my cell phone. You see my cell phone? Perfect. Just need some light. Use my flashlight down here to see what I'm doing. But unfortunately, I can't really show you guys. Put that onto there. Into that hole right there. Perfect. Oh! Slide this bad boy over here. Okay. Oh, no. Fell out over here. Okay, that fits perfect there. Okay. That fits perfect there. So now I have to tighten those two screws with this bad boy. Nope. I feel like I need to push it back. Perfect. Nice and tight. There we go. That is now attached. Oh no, I didn't do it right. You little sneaky bugger. Okay, Starting again because I didn't attach it to the motor correctly. I'm gonna have to put this back over here. There we go. And I gotta make sure that the screw goes over the flat part of the motor. No, maybe not. No, I don't have to. So I did have it on right the first time. Whew, sweaty. That was fine work, fine detailed. Makes me sweaty. Tighten it. Perfect. All right. Uh-oh. I didn't think that through, did I? These aren't lined up. And I need to, how do I make sure they're fully lined up? Did it tell me to do that somewhere already? No, it didn't. Yeah, I was supposed to do that first before I tightened it.
Yeah.
Classic Jeff.
It is though.
Jumping the gun. Okay. So what we need to do is pop that back into there. Then we need to set that all the way back and that all the way back on both sides. Now I can tighten this down. Okay. There we go. These are both pushed back all the way, so I really hope that works. We'll find out. Okay. Those two guide rails are on. Next step is done. Okay, slide two sliders down against Kate. So first and foremost, let's do a quick read through and make sure I've got everything. So you put those on, perfect. That's attention. So let's tighten the rod. Put the rod in, make sure it's around there. You can't pull the optical shift. Like the same goes probably tangle, set to tight, loosen and tension the screw. Yes, put that in there. You slide it on. You rotate it. You drag it all the way down. Why does it say they're supposed to be some kind of? That's that there. Okay. Let's take a look back up here. Okay, well, now I've got that there, those there, and those there. So it's just telling me to slide that down, which is adding that to that. Yeah. Anchor it on there. Slide the two sliders down. Fully tighten the two screws. And then I'm supposed to attach a cable to it. What? What's attached? That cable to it? I don't know. Okay, it's not asking for cable though. What's happening here? Did I miss something about adding some freaking cabling? No, because I haven't done any cabling yet. Yeah. Okay, so assemble the right rail. Yes, I did that. And I assembled all the parts. I did that. And I assembled the four parts together. I did that. And I put in the linear rail. Brought it up to there. I tightened it to that. Okay, well that's incorrect because there's no current cabling plugged into this right here where it's supposed to be. Is it this one? Seems that way. Will that reach to there? It does seem it will reach. And I don't think any of these are the same size as this. Nope. Nope. None of these are the same size as this. Nope. So this has to be the right cable. Okay. Well, try this side first. Maybe this one. That looks like more holes than I have here. Yep, because this is too small. This is not the right connector. But it is on that side. What the hell? Oh, they're two different ones. That's why. Jeff, not crazy. You're just not reading book properly. Okay. That goes all the way to here now. can't see what I'm doing. Flip her up. Okay, pretty sure that's seated properly. I hope so. Pull that out. Feel it right. None of the pins are bent. Probably did it okay. Slide into there. There we go. Clicks in nicely. Okay. First wire attached. Oh my god, this thing is huge, man.
Yeah. It's gonna make so many things.
Whew. Okay, so we've now got the motor plugged into the main controller board. We've got the rail installed, connected to the motor for both of the side panels for the y-axis. So now the x-axis, I believe, is the only next part that we need to do. The only thing I want to make sure I do now is zap strap all of these down, all this cabling down. So let's start with some zap strapping first. Not the most glamorous part of this build for sure, but still. Zap strap one. Zap strappity two. Oh, nice. I like it. I like when things get organized and look smooth. Oh, up we come. Last but not least. Tres. All right. That is now connected and out of the way. A little bit of play there, so it's got some room to work. What is next? So, excuse me, sorry about that. Yep. So it tells me to put that in, and those should already be strapped down. Okay, now it's talking for the top. Now it's talking about the top gantry. Although there's no cable plugged into that yet, or down there either, so I don't quite know what's going on yet there. But we are on to the final part. Everything else has been used, except for the cabling and the print head, which is attached right there. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good, guys. We're looking good. We're getting there. Okay, so next step is I have to cut apart all these zip ties. Okay, so this is all attached there. This is all attached there. I'm not sure if I need to snip any of these, so I'm just going to leave them for now because I don't want to get into screwing things up. That's a limit switch there. Okay, good. So they've added limit switches, which I like. That is really tightly attached there. Okay, well, let's take a quick look. I'm going to bring these two out to the middle and then attach them. So literally just like set it down and be done with it. Does look like it. Oh, and then we have to go and plug everything in. Okay, so last but not least, I think these 4 screws. No, it wants the red ones. Okay, here we go. Now we're starting to use the red screws. 4 red screws and 1 blue screw. This uses all red screws. So you're going to want this facing the XTool that way. Okay, so I got that one started. Okay, that holds it in. Then I'm going to go to the other side, but I just want to double check. This says red screws on both sides. Yes, it does. And there's the 3rd blue screw on one of the sides. Okay, I see. So 2 red screws on this side. There's only 2 holes. I'm gonna have to really climb over this whole gantry now. Get in here. Get right in here. All right, got that one started pretty easy. So I'm going to do both on that side. On here. Oh, that screwdriver will fit this one. Yeah, it will. Okay. Secondary screw right here. As much as I love buying a pre-made product, there's something about building it yourself, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't build the whole thing myself. Not like some 3D printers where you're like printing out parts and building everything completely from scratch. But this is pretty intense for a consumer product, you know?
Yeah.
Usually it's like pull out of the box, plug it in, you're ready to go.
It's already been 2 hours.
Really? Wow. Honestly, it feels like a little longer.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think if you were to just build the original one without having to go through all the crazy circus of re-adding all the mechanics to the longer linear rails of the extension kit, this would have taken like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But because we went big or go home,
Time to feed the dog.
dozy time to feed. You hungry, pup? You eat your dinner?
Yeah.
Go on. Go with Natalie. Good girl. So careful. All right. So only one more screw to go, it looks like. There'll be a blue one right there. And I think just like the side rails, that's actually that blue one is a tensioner. For the middle gantry setup for its timing belt. So hey, I'm going to do one quick tighten of all of these. Make sure this doesn't come apart ever. Because I hate maintenance. If I can avoid it by being smart up front, I will. Got it. Okay. That's that part done. Now we need to add one more of these screws. I believe it's a blue screw. As you can tell, they have a kind of color-coded on the tip there, which is nice. All the screws are color-coded. So I'm just going to make sure I find the right connection in here. And that will be probably to tighten that x-axis. Or is this the one? Yeah, the x-axis timing belt. Okay. Let's do a double check now that I did everything it said. So you get the new rail. You get 4 red screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 1 blue screw right here. Slide those out. Attach that. Attach the 2 on that side. Attach the 3 on this side, including the 1 blue. Now we go to the next spot. Okay, this is where we start connecting cables. Okay. So now I'm confused. I feel like I need to take off the original cables to replace them with these ones.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense, right? I'm not
Makes sense.
right. But for some reason, it never once asked me to do that. I'm gonna do a quick skip ahead, guys. Just a quick skip ahead. Yeah, see, they don't mention what cables I'm supposed to use here. Okay, well, first and foremost, I need to take a quick look underneath here. Because if I'm not mistaken, this needs to attach to here. It's a tiny little spot there. Oh, that is hard to get in. Oh, it's so fucking tight. It's so hard to find that little spot. Screwdriver. Push that side. There we go. There we go. That's plugged in. Okay, so I did that like it asked me to, but it doesn't tell me to tuck it anywhere because I believe I can just move on these. Yeah, I can move on these. Okay. So now we're going to find the two cables, but it's not specifying which ones they are. So, think this through, rethink this through. I'm going to do a quick scan back through the first PDF. Make sure it didn't tell me to detach any of this stuff first. Because it may have very well told me to detach all of that. Oh, I really cannot see any of that.
Good idea.
Just gonna open this up on my tablet so I can zoom in on it because now we're getting into like really fine detail, and this guidebook is not great.
From a distance.
From a distance. Yes, not great from a distance.
Oh, and now she needs to go.
Okay, so if I go on my tablet now, close Star Trek Voyager, because I'm not watching that, and find my messenger, shall we? That very well make me log in. I haven't been on Messenger on my tablet in a very long time. Might very well need a verification code. Of course I do. Sorry guys, let's just be a minute here. Once I'm all signed in, we'll be good to go. Oh, I think I did it. Yep, I are logged in. I messaged myself the link. Logging out? What? Why? What are you logging out for? No. You're not gonna make me do that all over again, are you? Or it's just not gonna work at all. Huzzah! It's making me log in again for no reason whatsoever. Okay, I think we're logging in again. Not touching anything, just letting it load. Hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to click on me now. Here we go. Here we go. Should be able to open this now. And it should open the PDF. There we go. Okay, so now I have to take a quick look back here through this PDF to make sure I didn't miss anything. So let me do dismantle those cables. Let me see this connection cables. Yes, it is. Okay, so you unplug the cable out of the back of the gantry that plugs into the laser, but I don't need to do that because the laser is currently not connected. And then I would unplug the power to this. And that. Okay, yeah. It does say to cut all the ties off. And to unplug everything on here. Okay, so I'm going to take these ties off. Those were supposed to be plugged in there, but they're not, so I'm taking those ties off. Okay. Let me take this tie off here. And unplug that. Okay, so this cable is now set aside. That's one of the old ones. And then the one with the red, yellow, and white on the end. That's just red and white, so we want the one with the red, yellow, and white. Red, yellow, and white. Should be 4. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. No, that's correct. I think. Yep, nope, this is the correct cable, but extra long. Okay, good. So that runs to that limit switch from here to here. This is going to be for another limit switch, which wasn't even plugged in at the time, from what I can tell. I don't want to refund that yet. Okay, so that's that, that's that. That's down to there, and that's where that's plugged in. Okay. So I have officially, as we can see, barely see here, I've cut all those tip ties, and I've unplugged everything, essentially. I don't really see many connectors on here. That's plugged in proper. That's plugged in. That's supposed to go there. That needs that powered to there. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead. What? Where is that even coming from? Oh, okay, that's that stuff there. So that none of that was plugged in the first place. That's why I was confused. So you're moving it from down there, and you're taking it off the main entry. Unplugging that as well, but that's going to run down to it, through here up to it. Nope, that's been done. Yeah, so I've put that back in now that I've attached it. That needs to be unplugged from the side there, which I've already reattached. Now that I've attached it, that comes out, those come out, and that comes off. Okay, so that's done. That comes off of there. You lift that out of there and you have it like that, and you undo all of those screws, and you pull the whole thing apart. You undo those screws, you pull those apart. Okay, everything's looking good. So where the heck does this go? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why do I have this extra cable that doesn't look like any of these cables? I should have one cable. Parts to be put away. That cable and those two rails. So those two rails and that cable will get put away. Good to go. And then I replace the timing belts on both of those and assemble the left plate all the way to completion. Okay, so that's done. And then we'll open up part 2, which is where we're at now. Yes, so we rebuild it. We re-add the linear rails. Screw a whole thing together. Put in the rod. Tighten the rod. Plug in the power switch, which runs all the way down to there. Then we put this thing back, crossbar back on the x-axis, screw that in, add all of those, plug this little guy in up to this little guy here. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now we're on to the cable again. Okay. So those need to be plugged in first. And I think those three are those three there. And then that, okay, that doesn't look right to me. Maybe it's both these cables I gotta plug in. That's so confusing. Why is there so many options? Okay, so I'm just gonna go with it. It's color coded, so it should be pretty self-explanatory. So here a bit. You guys might be able to just see down into here, and hidden under here is a slot for all three of these bad boys, and they all plug in separately. Should get that in there.
It's covered by our little window.
What?
Picture in picture. If you push the whole thing forward, and then I can see.
What? It's not covered. I can see it right here.
Oh, now it's in frame. It was taking a second.
Oh, you're behind me like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Definitely how it goes in. No, come on. Come on, you little jerk. This is not as simple as it might seem. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, Jeff needs to figure out a good way to do this, because I can't actually get in there tight enough around the corner. No, I don't want to jam it in here. So I don't force it. No, pull it out. It's getting too. Ah, I can't see anything in there. First and foremost, we got this tiny little cable that's right in the way. The Wi-Fi. And this definitely has to go in that way. There we go. Good, good. All right. Part 2 is the yellow one. That's on the outside. Ugh, it's frustrating. Turn this off. Just gonna wing it. Wow, this is such a tight corner. Very, very tight corner to fit this into. Fingers are just too fucking fat. Okay. This is not gonna work as I had hoped. I wish I could hear it click, you know?
You think you would be able to.
It's definitely not in all the way, but I didn't feel it click, and that makes me feel uncomfortable. And of course, the red one's the tiniest and hardest to get in. Or I can just get it in the first try. Come on, first try. Yeah, first try. Make sure we get plugged in though. Okay, those are in now. There's garbage in the way here. Okay. Whew! That part's done. I haven't even tightened the linear rail. I haven't even tightened the timing belts yet. I haven't gotten to that. Okay. Oh, 'tis a beast. On our way. Let's take a quick gander at all this stuff over here and get myself reorganized. Make a bit of a mess. Okay. As far as I can tell, I have plugged those in, and they're all part of the same cable. It says 2 separate cables here, but they're attached now, and all 3 of them are one cable. So once I've got those plugged in, we have this halfway one here with an extra little piece, and then we have this final one here. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Now it's telling me to use zap straps, probably all along there underneath to secure the cable, to arrange the cables. Okay, so you run them underneath, then take it out and around this way to attach to this here. Arrange the cables this way so they won't be damaged by a laser beam or block movement in the middle plate. Yep. And then it shows me what to plug in where, which is perfect. So, easy peas. Time for more zip ties. Okay. So I'm just going to slide these through and get them all kind of pre-started, and then we'll poke through the... Oh, come on. Okay. We'll poke the cable through it all once we're done. Just want to get it loosely started on each one. There's one there and one there. Okay. And this is where people get mostly frustrated with the XTool is the cable management, but I think we're going to make it work fine. The second part is I'm also going to be printing off myself some cable guides, so some cable chain. Keep it more organized later, but that's an upgrade down the road. The back of my head. I can't look at the back of my own head. Actually, I can if I'm quick enough. Okay, those are in. Time to take this cable and nicely and gently coax it through. Unos, dos, tres, cuatro. And then we want to make sure that the second set also go through. I like how they've actually merged these cables. It would have been 5 separate cables, but they've done a good job at merging them all. Okay. Now before I tighten anything down, oh, my back, my poor back. Before I tighten anything down, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So there's going to be one in the corner here I didn't get to right there. The hole was actually quite obscured. Let's get over top this thing. Get down here. Nice and neatly poke that there. Wow, that is a real sharp corner. And there we go. So now we jam these nice and tightly underneath. Oh, he thinks I did this wrong. Did I? I feel like that's what that hole's there for, but I don't think it is. Nope. Doesn't say anything about using that hole, as far as I can tell. And that's just how to connect up to the laser. Okay. So I'm just kind of winging it now. The cables, arrange the cables. So I'm going to do a quick watch of the video of what the guy does here, because I feel like that's going to be more helpful than guessing. Fit the middle plate, which is already done. And then plug that in. Okay, so plug those 3 bad boys in. And then just tighten them up. So yeah, he doesn't do anything special here. But it does look like he's running the cable alongside the underside. So if I'm going to get that there, I'm going to want to give a little extra slack there. Nope, no. Turn that way. There you go. Get under there, you little jerk. like that cable management at all. It's going to pop out and cause me problems in the future. Okay, I gotta do this. Okay, let's try this again. So this. Okay. Ruined this one, so I'm gonna have to snip it off. I'll do that one last. But this has to go underneath. Why is it not doing it? There we go. Nope. We do that one too. That's what I want it to do. Like that. No, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You should not make the cabling part easy, that's for sure. I'd rather take the time to do this part right the first try, because cable management is the worst. It's like the worst I could have done. I don't think I did a very good job of that at all. I don't like this at all. I really hate the way they did the cable management here.
What do you mean?
It's just piss poor done. Looks bad, doesn't fit under there nicely, doesn't pull snug and tight, and still has the risk of getting in the way of your linear rails. Like that's where it's gonna sit. I don't like this. Like, why is it sitting loose there? No matter how much I jam it through, it just sits loose there. I don't want that. I want it to be nice and tight. So I won't risk having any of it. What the fuck? I want to get to my tools, but I can't because they're all in here. I need pliers out here, so you gotta come give me a hand so I can lift the camera up and you can pull the stuff out. Because sorry, everyone. Open it up. Pull everything out. Everything out. Everything I need is at the very bottom. That's what we get for living in a tiny work office.
Yeah. Better storage solutions will be coming.
Okay, so stop there. Take that out. And somewhere in there go my pliers. I need to take all the pliers out. Perfect. Shouldn't need anything else out of there. I'll close that down. Oh, the other porch there, yeah, that's one of those ones.
Yeah.
Okay, shut her down.
So back or
Sure, well not. That just cram it in. That's what I do. Okay, just kind of line back up to where it was. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. Tiny workshop means we have very limited space to work, so we have to keep everything kind of stored away until we get our new stuff put up on the walls. Okay, that being said, I don't need this open anymore. Pull this back a little. See what I'm doing. Now, I have some pliers. We can actually tighten these assholes with. Nope, gotta snip them all off again. Really do not like their cable management. The worst idea they could have done for cable management. Leave that one. Luckily, they gave me an abundance of these, and I also bought my own because I thought I was going to need them for this myself. But here's the thing. Nope, that's gotta go too. That's supposed to sit nicely underneath, not sticking out the side where it can be run over by this gantry. So I have to do this a different way. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. That's 6 really in there. More the merrier. Let's put these over here on my way. Okay. Yeah, this is the frustrating part. There you go. And even further than that, you want to put those on the outside. Okay. That's what I wanted. Yes, there you go. I'll tighten that one down. that will allow me to do that. If that's the case, should be able to. That looks a little better. Okay, so we come down like this from this side. Like that underneath. Put it into there. Drag this all the way around. And tighten it down. That's better. That's what I was looking for. It felt like it was actually held down. Okay. This one here. This is where the cable needs to get bent a little bit. Okay. Look. No, that's not from there. Go. That's much better. Except for that. That's not good at all. What are you doing here? Why are you causing me so many problems here? Okay. Bam! Look at that! Cable managed. Cables managed. Okay. Look at all these fucking broken cables over here. So much useless plastic over here. Okay. Out of the way. Out of my way. All this plastic. Out of my way. All these tools. Out of my way. Over here. Move over here. Get over here. Slide my ass back. Set this bad boy back down. Whew. Whew. Okay, guys, we're getting close. If I go back to my cable management guide here, what do we got? So, zip tie, snip, snip, snip. Good, good. And mouse go. Plug that in. Oh, we're so close to the end of this.
Nice.
Zip tie all that down. Cut them all off. Bring that out and around. Okay, so that plugs out into the motor. That plugs into the little limit switch. Okay. So this comes out. Okay, so I move this. Can I move this down for you guys to see? Might be too freaking far away. Okay, no, you guys can kind of see there. So what I'm going to do is slide this out and around. And there's two little cables here and one cable here. This goes all the way to the tool head, which is going to sit right about here. These two go down into this corner here to attach to the motor and to the limit switch. Get inside. I can sit inside this whole thing.
Jeez.
I know, it's huge. It's huge. Okay, well, the first things first. Which direction does this go? This goes like this, doesn't it? Yes, it does. That plugs in there. And then I assume this comes down here and plugs in there. However, I cannot tell which way it plugs. No. When I plug you in, I'd like you to stay plugged in. See, that says it's plugged into me, but it kind of feels not plugged in. I hate these kind of connectors. You can't really tell. There's no snap sound, nothing. Just like, well, here's open. God, this thing's so... Okay. That part's done. So that connects there. I really don't like how it connects, though. Like, that is just not well done, guys. Okay, well, that's what it told me to do. So it tells you to, well, you guys can kind of see here, it tells you to flip the cable around. What does that even mean? Oh, it just says go under, up, and around. Okay, I see. And you go this way. Okay, and then it tells me to plug in that and plug in that. Yeah, I did that. That was proper. Okay. Okay, now I actually need the laser.
All right.
Almost there, guys. Okay, so we got the laser. The major laser.
I knew that was coming.
Okay, that up to the side for now. The XTool laser head. This is the 20-watt laser head, so it's actually much bigger than the 5-watt, the 10-watt. I think there's 3 or 4 different lasers in here that all pile up through mirrors to add up to a 20-watt laser head. So what we're going to do here is we got this gantry right here, right in the middle. Make sure it's moving forward and back all the way. Yes, it can. Those cables are up and out of the way. Yes, they are. Okay. This literally just slides in a little T-slot. I love it. And then this, what? This is supposed to help me lock it down. I don't understand. Okay. But this, what? This is supposed to tighten it, but I can't spin it because it's got a little handle there. I am so confused. Why?
Something you're missing.
Okay, so what are you doing? Okay, so I plug that in first. And I slide that into the slot there. And I slide that down into there. And I turn that down. And it's supposed to lock it in place. But it definitely does not lock it in place. It just sits loose. And that is concerning to me. That's supposed to go into there. And it's supposed to lock it in, but it doesn't.
Mm.
It's too loose. I don't. This is useless. This doesn't do anything. And that's what it's telling me to do. So. This is not good. This is really not good. Why isn't that working like that? And I can't even take it off to fix it. They didn't do this right. That's supposed to tighten against it, and it doesn't.
Can you use a Allen key or something?
Yeah, I must be able to use an Allen key there. Nope, definitely this one. And that doesn't actually help me any. Nope, this is fucking
Is there
useless.
any video on that part?
The video on that part is literally just like, it works.
Mm-hmm.
You slide it in and it works. Well, that's not true at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take this whole thing off. Okay, so now I need to slide this in where that can turn. Okay, make sure that I can go in and get locked down. Okay, so that's too much. Make sure that I can get pushed in and locked down. That's not enough. Make sure that I can get locked in. Okay, almost there. That's better. Okay. So that should go into there. That should go into there. Okay. I should be able to loosen that, pull it out. Now I should be able to slide it in and lock it down. Good.
Good.
Okay, so if anyone's wondering about that in the future, which I'm sure someone might come across it, on the actual, let's pull this out for a second so I can show you what I mean. Put the laser down. So on this actual gantry right here, and it's hard to see, but there's this little switch that flips up and down. It's kind of like a quick release lock. However, if the screw that presses into this when it slides in the T-slot isn't tight enough that when you flip this down, it locks it in, then what you got to do is take this all the way to the far edge. You use one of the Allen keys on the end right here of the little flip quick release switch, and you can actually take the quick release switch off. You can screw the thread in just a tiny bit with this in to see where it tightens up, and then you can retighten the screw with the little quick release handle on it back on, and then you'll have a nice snug fit. So that's how I fixed that. So let's go ahead. Let's drop this back in. Up. Drop this in. Tighten it down. Now it moves along ahead, and it's not going anywhere. Hi, puppy. Nice and solid. So I think this here is actually an extra lens. I don't think it's the one that we need to use right now, but we'll find out, I'm sure, as I go through this tutorial. As it goes for now, this is nearly complete. Got a few more zip ties to add on, which we have a bunch here that Serenity is sleeping on. It's really adorable, pup. I see ya. Here, let's move these out of your way so you have something more comfortable to lay on. Instead of my phone and all of my tools. It's cute. You're cute. So I don't know what this extra cable is even for. I'm so confused. Everything's plugged in. So there's no room for these anywhere. Okay. So now what's asking me to do first is add this little cable protector. And this little cable protector just like winds around the cable itself. They want me to do that over here. But first, okay, I see. He wants me to do that. Limit it. Once that's done, he wants me to zip tie everything. Okay, so this first. So this comes up right here like this. And you want to first, make sure I'm not in the way, let's start winding this around it. It wants me to go right up to here. And there we go. Slide it up a little more, right to there. That's what it wants me to do. And now it wants me to zip tie all of this stuff down. 1, 2, 3 zip ties, it says, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 4. So it says 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you want to wrap it around. There we go. You want to wrap it around this right here. You don't want to do this. So this one here, and then this one here. So there are only 3. All right, let's get to it, guys. I'm going to slide this over a little this way so I have a bit more room. It wants me to do a tie down right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, where did it want me to tie it? How did it want me to tie it off, I should say. If I'm not mistaken, it wants it to be right here. Okay. Número 1. Número 2. Make sure this reaches all the way across and reaches all the way back before I top it down. Sure I don't get any cables I don't mean to. Yay! That's all added. That's all added. That can stay there. That slides under there. I don't like that kink, but whatever. I'll deal with it later when I build my drag chain. And we go clip. We go clip. We go clip. Oh, sorry, pupper. You're a good girl. Didn't hit you. Sorry, that was a little bump on the nose. Okay. Cable management in. Oh, and guess what it says? Great. Your assembly of your laser cutter is complete.
Wow,
We are done.
that's it.
We're done. Only 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours later.
Let's see here.
So this can go all the way back to here, no problem.
3 hours.
And then it can go all the way back up here, no problem. Ooh, bumps into itself. So then where are my limit switch? That must kick in a limit switch. Oh, it does. It kicks in a limit switch right there, so it knows when to stop. Okay, so that's all done. There is one thing I didn't do. So we got that. That goes back and forth. I have to tighten these. Oh, from the other end. I have to tighten these belts now. I want to tighten this belt. Something like that. So I should hear a little bass, like a little bass drum, not a bass guitar string sound. These are super loose right now. So what I need to do first is undo these on both sides. Okay. And I need to tighten this. Still a bit loose. Still a bit loose on this side. Just a little bit more. Okay, good. Tighten it down. Lock it into place. Tighten this down. Lock it into place. Good, good. Sounds good. Then we just need to tighten this one. Untighten that. I don't really know how tight these are supposed to feel. But I'm just going to do it to the point that I feel like it's going to stay in track. And that should do it.
Yeah?
She done!
Ba-ba-da-ba.
All right, everyone. I'm going to pick you up. Don't puke. Hurry up. All right, there she be in her entirety. This is the X1 or XTool D1 Pro with the extension. So again, this is a massive, massive bed. What do we got here? So this is the actual laser itself, which moves on the X and Y or X-axis, moves on the Y-axis. Got your controllers and stuff down here. So this is where everything plugs into. I've actually got some cables here. I don't think I have quite plugged in yet. And then you got your motor right there connected to your main rail. And your secondary motor, I don't think I can get it under here, essentially. And then all that cabling runs up the side to meet both sides. Power button over there, power switch on the side. That's where your USB cables come and get connected. Your Ethernet can be plugged in there. SD card, I believe. Yeah, we're looking good, guys. Looking good. Just got back up here. All right, that's the build. She is together. Pretty excited about this. It's been a long time coming. Been eyeing one of these for quite a while now. So there's a few smaller things that come together. There's an air assist nozzle. So this is when you actually get the little air pump, and that actually attaches to the side right here, in which you can then have your air pumped right into your work area. It also comes with a little micro SD card. You're supposed to put this in somewhere. I don't know where that is yet. I'm about to find out. Like I said, it comes with the extra lens. For sure that's for backup. Bunch of extra zap straps.
There's no screen or anything. It just hooks up to your computer and.
No, why would it need a screen? The computer is the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple more things to this guide I have to go through to make sure we're looking good, though. So that got plugged in there and then run down to there. Good. Those are all plugged in there. Run the cables. Zap strap them. Disconnect all those zap straps. Plug that in. Oh, I wonder if that's actually for the rotary tool. That's probably what that is. I feel like I'm missing a wire that's supposed to be plugged in that one spot, but I suspect that's for the rotary tool accessory. That's why. I'm getting a little confused. Like, why is there a missing cable? Why isn't this going to work? But no, it looks like that might just be for the rotary tool. That's all plugged in there, just like I did before. Walk that down. Use the handle, turn the handle clockwise again. Tighten the screw, loosen the screw. Okay, so there is a spot for the SD card. It's right back here.
Wow.
So tiny. So small. So tiny. I love Harvey Birdman so much. Okay. So if we look at this, it's such a slim little slot. It's right next to that there, so I'm pretty sure this is it here. Yep, sure is. SD card plugged in. Congratulations, you completed the installation. There's a surprise in our software to make your first project creative and memorable. Download the software and get the novice task. Get the novice task.
All right.
I see. So you need to set that rear plate first to a certain height. Okay. Let's see. Can use Lightburn or their stuff. Some simple projects. Forwards, you can place some aluminum sheet in the working smoked or burned. Peel that off. I knew it. Yep, that's what that slot is for, the rotary tool. I am not crazy! Okay. That is it, officially. Slapping that SD card in there means we have officially built this motherfucker. Pretty stoked. Pretty stoked. Next thing will be testing this. Won't be tonight. We're going to have to do that in another video, in a separate video, unfortunately, due to the fact that this took a lot longer than expected. But we're going to do some testing cuts. We're going to do some engraving testing and everything in our next video. So make sure you come back for that. Click subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun stuff. Make sure you follow us around the web. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on TwitchPixel.com, which has a link to all of our stuff. Make sure you can hit up our Discord. You can talk to me and Natalie directly. We're always there every day. And we're slowly working with our community there to build more presents for ourselves, as well as build presents for you guys. So for now, that's everything I got going for you guys. This has been the build of the XTool G1 Pro with the extension. I hope you guys learned a lot from that. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. If you have any urgent questions, you can hit me up on Discord, like I said. And we will be back with more workshop build stuff as we go. So I just want to say a big shout out and thank you to everybody who's tuned in. This has been a heck of a stream for me. So on the flip side, we hope you guys had a great time. And TwitchPixel will be back with a heck of a lot more in the future. You want to say bye, Serenity? Hey, come here. Come here. No? Aww. Okay, I'm going to give this puppy some love. We are going to talk to you guys later. Bye.